Oh my! How you doing? Just watching all kinds of news here, reporting that Prime Minister of the UK is about to resign. That's the rumor. Waiting for an announcement at any time that could come down the news wires here. Sky News reports she's about to resign. There's a speech being made, a statement. I don't know what. I don't know. I did a trade alert this morning. We pumped it out there on YouTube. Only about half of you that are normally here saw it or watched it, and I just put up the link a few minutes ago. Sorry about that, but I have no idea that it doesn't work until you tell me it doesn't work. Unfortunately, by the time I find out that you guys didn't get the alert, it's been 5-10 minutes since the show ended, and now this show's about to begin, and I'm just in the middle going, hey, I'm tracking 25 different things at the same time, and I don't know what to do. But I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. It's okay. It's all good. No problem. Look, what can I say? The pound is rising. It's 113 right now. It was sitting at 111 and is now 113 up nicely. Interest rates for the UK 10-year dropping. It's down to 3.75%. The market likes this over there, that the Prime Minister might be resigning. The FTSE, the market in the London is up 6 points. Nothing great here. I don't know. We'll see what's going on. I'll follow it. I'll keep following it. I always do. I never stop following it. I'll let you know. The Dow is up 163, S&P is up 13, Nasdaq up 27. Nasdaq's only up a quarter of a point, and S&P is up 0.46, and the Dow's up 0.61. These are nothing burger moves. This is not enough. Tells me this can be reversed in a microsecond. Back to currency. The pound is at 112.92. And it's rocketing higher. The pound is moving up dramatically against the US dollar at this moment in time. The yen today hit 150 to the US dollar. That's a new 32-year low. That is expected to get worse. We'll see how that goes. And I am trying to follow any news about the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Bulletin, UK Prime Minister set to resign, report says. That's all I've got. You guys keep your eyes open too, okay? See if any of us find anything about this news. Any old place. I just figured something out. I'll check out my... there we go. Outside Downing Street, she is going to make an announcement. That is the story coming up. That is the story coming up. Okay, waiting for the latest about what's happening here in the UK. Turmoil? No kidding. Unbelievable. Just, no end to this stuff going on here. Just reading headlines here in BBC News. I'm just trying to find anything about anything. And next few moments, they say that's all I've got at the moment. So, all right, okay. Welcome all to the show here. I was going to talk about Tesla. Apparently, Truss has started speaking. That is going on right now. Let me see if I can do something about this. Hang on a second. I'm winging this as quick as I can, where I can, how I can, why. I'm watching it live, says Alex. She's talking now. Sounds like she just resigned, says leaving England, just resigned. There we go. Get rid of that. There it is.
Bills on cutting national insurance. And we set out a vision for a low-tax, high-growth economy.
She's talking right here.
That would take advantage of the freedoms of Brexit. I recognise, though, Given the situation, I cannot deliver the mandate on which I was elected by the Conservative Party. I have therefore spoken to His Majesty the King to notify him that I am resigning as leader of the Conservative Party.
There you are.
This morning I met the chairman of the 1922 committee, Sir Graham Brady. We've agreed that there will be a leadership election to be completed within the next week.
There you go. So she has resigned as Prime Minister, as leader of the Conservative Party. She will stay in Prime Minister office, I'm sure, until they replace her. There you have it. Interesting stuff. It's obvious she had zero support from behind her, and the Tories are going to pay a terrible price for this in the polls, because why would the country re-elect a conservative government when you can't even hold on to your leaders? You had Boris Johnson, kicked him out. She comes in, you kick her out. They're in total disarray. This is not good. How the markets look at this as good news blows my mind, but it's how the markets operate sometimes. It's the wildest thing. The uncertainty factor now is going to come into play, and we're already noticing the pound is backing off a little bit from its highs. The euro is still at 98.2, which is a bit better, but I mean, this this is not good. You think this is fun? Wait until you guys in America have your midterms. Oh, this is going to be a crap show. If the midterms go the way that experts are guessing, and there's either one or two houses of the U.S. Government shifting over to the Republicans, watch out. The American dollar could plunge in value overseas, because it'll be complete opposite about confidence in America. It'll be non-confidence in America, because for 2 years going forward, the minute the midterms are done and starting in January, nothing is going to get passed. Nothing. You want infrastructure in America? Wait until 2025. You want economic stimulus? 2025. You want anything positive to come out of the U.S. economy from the federal government side of point of view? Nothing is going to happen. There's no way a Republican House or a Republican Senate or both are going to work with the White House to do anything good, because Trump will tell the Republicans what to do in those two chambers, and it'll be everything against Joe Biden. There'll be nothing accomplished, zero. And for some of you, you might go, yay, this is great. Well, until you lose your job, and until your kids lose their job, and until the recession becomes a depression, everyone's going to be theoretically blaming everybody else. But at the end of the day, the pain will be real. Interest rates could go higher. It could well be that the Federal Reserve raises rates another 2 points, and mortgages will hit 9 or 10%. You guys don't believe me. I know you don't. You're sitting at home going, he's just talking. He's a homeless Canadian. What the hell does he know? Yeah, I'm a homeless Canadian. What do I know? Cash is king. Jobs will disappear. Corporate America will pull back, because corporate America does do that. And they will continue to work outside the U.S. because they're not going to want to be taxed domestically. There is no incentive for a corporate America to come back to the United States. They're going to completely back off. Watch what happens in the UK right now. This is a precursor of what's about to happen in America. This is this is at the top, unfortunately, for the UK. The Prime Minister's office is a complete mess, and UK rates are about to surge. Inflation is going to 15%. That's already been called for before Boris Johnson was kicked out. This is automatic. They walked out of Brexit, which is the biggest mistake the Brits have ever made. They are now going to pay a really heavy price, being an independent country without having 450 million pals in the continent. It is going to be a disaster, and America is following. It's right in line, because the divide is there. The divide between right and left is irreparable. It's massive. It's getting worse, and the deniers, 200 and whatever of them, are about to go for election. The United States is about to go into a huge recession. It's going to cost millions of jobs. Housing market is collapsing as fast as you can imagine. Try to sell your house anywhere in the United States right now to anybody. Try to apply for a mortgage and get approved if you're a first-time home buyer. Not gonna happen. I'm just on the outside looking in. Again, I'm not an American. I love America. I love Americans. I would love to be in the winter this year down south. I just see a huge nightmare coming. But hey, look, markets are up a little bit right now, so must be okay, Bruce. The Dow is up 167 points. What are you talking about? Everything's great. Jobless claims dropped to a 3-week low of 214,000 as Hurricane Ian effects fade. There's good news coming out of the United States. Everything's fine. There's nothing to see here. By the way, why is it that all the water has left the bay? Why is it that the beaches are all quiet? Why is it that the birds have all left? What's with that wave coming from way out there? Do you see that wave coming in from about 5 miles offshore? What is that? Yes, we have an earthquake happening offshore, and we're about to see a tsunami of crap come in. It is not going to be pretty. But hey, Wall Street says, as they always say, never sell, never, ever sell. Always keep your money with us, the experts. We are where you should be for your money. We're your friends. We're the ones who are going to keep everything okay. Don't worry about it. All is well. Nothing to see here. Everything is just fine. And you want to buy into that? Good luck. Option writers, I got good news for you. You don't have to fear upside for maybe 3 years. You may not have to worry about any upside for 3 years. I don't know if you guys recall, if you remember the after Obama lost the Senate and the House, nothing got done. No Supreme Justices got approved. No big bills got passed. Government shutdowns were threatened every 3 months. They would do 6-week spending the bills to keep the government open for another 6 months, another 6 weeks, another 6 months. Complete uncertainty. Americans were just fed up, and they didn't know who to blame. They were trying to blame somebody, but they didn't know who to blame. And the job losses and bankruptcies and everything just continued on, and the anger got worse. There you go. What can I say? It is what it is. The UK is in turmoil. Europe has its own issues. There's a war in Europe. I don't know if you heard. There's a war in Europe. And now the word is that there might be, after the midterms, a reluctance, let's say, of certain elected officials to want to support Ukraine the way they've been supporting Ukraine so far. And that is concerning for Ukrainians and Europeans as a whole, because if America backs off and allows the Russians to just run mayhem by not supplying the Ukrainian army with arms and whatnot, you're going to have that country go the other direction again. What can I say? It is what it is. It's China sitting there just twiddling their thumbs going, we're here for 1,000 years. We don't care what you guys do in the next 6 weeks, 6 months, 2 years. We couldn't care less. We're here forever. We have total control over our population, and we rule with an iron fist around here, and there's no room for dissent of any kind whatsoever. And so that's how it is. You democracy people, you go beat yourselves up and get nothing done. It's fine with that. What can I say? I just fear the worst. That's what I don't want to fear the worst, but I'm seeing it. Look, option writers, you're going to make money. You're just going to make money. If you are disciplined in how you write options, you are going to keep writing out of the money calls. You're ready to do rollovers if necessary. Take advantage of those. Great. You're going to find dips. You're going to grab dips, and you're going to say, thank you very much. May I have another? Away we go. We just keep moving forward. You folks who are here, you're the minority of the market. We're a niche. This is a niche channel on YouTube with a very strong core following of viewers. You guys are making money in the market where no one else is. Most people in the marketplace are buyers and holders. buyers and holders, and these folks are getting crushed. And certain sectors have a good week, and then the next week there's another sector that has a good week, and the sector that had a good week has a bad week. And we're in a downtrend. We're just in a downtrend. And what's coming up in the next 6 months to 2 years is going to be really bad. Might be a slow meltdown. There might be a sudden drop off, but it might also be just a slow, relentless meltdown of wealth for investors and property holders and corporations. I wish I could paint it with a happy story and a happy brush, and we could sing Kumbaya together. But higher inflation, higher interest rates against inflation, a collapsing real estate market, import-export restrictions and tariffs, and not wanting to get along with your other trade partners, having the UK in turmoil, having Europe in all kinds of turmoil, having black market cash deals being done by the Russians and the Chinese to circumvent all kinds of restrictions and whatnot, turmoil in Iran, the China-Taiwan thing, add it up, just add it up. Where's the sunshine coming from? I don't know. Look, just reading a few other little things I wanted to mention to you today. You may recall the other day I told you about Carnival Cruise Line. Carnival Cruise Line was going to raise $1.25 billion in a bond offering. They were pledging, I think it was 10 of their ships as collateral against the loan. It was a senior preferred thing. The whole strategy was to raise enough cash to roll over debt that they've already got. Here's the good news for Carnival. There was a strong interest being shown by investors because they knew that the yield would be really high. The bonds were upped. They brought in over $2 billion in these bonds. They priced the debt at 10.4%, but they sold the debt at a discount in the market. They sold it off at 98.46% instead of 100% on the dollar. So the yield is closer to 11%. There was $2 billion taken by Carnival. They now have a total debt of $34.8 billion. Now, in the next year, with all the debt constantly being rolled over, all that debt will average at least 10% interest. So the company is basically signing up to pay $3.5 billion a year in interest on accumulated debt that they've issued out. There was a time back in 2018-19, they didn't even have 15 billion in debt, and they were paying 5%, maybe 4% interest on all that. Their debt costs have skyrocketed. And the problem for Carnival is that by 2029, they have to roll over 28 billion of this debt. Again, it's all due by then, so they've got to roll it over and extend it out. They're not getting 100% occupancy on their cruise ships, and they're not getting top dollar on their cruises either. And at the same time, while all this is going on with interest rates, Carnival has the same problem you and I have. Carnival has to buy food to feed their passengers, and Carnival is going to their wholesalers for everything they need on board the ships, and the costs to Carnival are 8-10% higher this year versus last year. So not only is their debt costing them an average of 10+%, if not more, their food costs and their fuel costs and their labor costs and port charges and insurance and everything, up it goes. And there is just not the margins available. It used to be in 2019, 18, 17. Once they hit 80-85% occupancy, they would now break even on the cruise. Anything over 85-90% occupancy, they'd make money. And cruise lines were pushing for as much as 110% occupancy. Now, how can you do 110% occupancy on a cruise ship? How do you do that? Simple. You have cabins where you have mom and dad in the big bed, and then you've got the couch over there for one or two kids, or you've got one child on the fold-out couch, and then you bring in a rollaway bed for additional occupancy. You have 4 people in a cabin designed for 2. That's increased occupancy. Family reunions would be on board, or Concerts would be held on board, special, like a rock and roll cruise. These ships would have 4,000 passengers where they could handle 3,500, and they would just rack them up. They'd have 4 adults in a room, 2 on the couch, 2 on the bed, trying to keep the cost down, because the cost of that 1 week cruise would be 50% more than any regular cruise. But then again, they would have a lot of live musical acts to enjoy and so on. This is the same for all the other themed cruises that were being done out there. The cruise lines were making extra cash on these events. The problem, of course, is can they and will they be allowed to run at that high an occupancy level, even though we are theoretically through the pandemic-ish, kind of, maybe, sort of? Would you go on a cruise ship with 4,000 passengers where it's designed for 3,500 for an entire week with body-to-body spacing on the deck to cheer on your favorite rock and roll group? I can't imagine. But then I'm an old man, so what can I say? In any event, they've raised $2 billion this week, and it's probably around 11% net to them. And they're using it to just roll over debt that they're carrying already. Unfortunately for Carnival, it is debt at a higher level now than before. And every time they issue more bonds for more cash, it costs them more money on every dollar they borrow. So they're going to have to keep doing this for the foreseeable future. Heard also this morning that the country of Turkey, with Mr. Erdogan running the country like a dictator, their annual inflation rate is now 83.45%. That is the annual inflation rate in Turkey right now. They've just lowered their interest rates, not raised them. They've lowered them. They used to be 14%. The bank rate used to be 14%, their so-called Fed funds rate. They dropped it 1% in August. They dropped it 1% in September, and they've just announced today another 1.5% drop in their Fed funds rate to 10.5%. They're doing a George Costanza, the opposite of what everyone else does to control inflation. Erdogan runs the central bank, even though there is a bank governor there. I think he's had 5 of them in 2 years. He fires guys that doesn't do what he says. And his current guy is following his orders. He's lowering interest rates because that's what the dictator wants. It's not working. So many Turkish nationals have left the country, and many Turkish nationals work outside the country for euros, and they bring euros back to Turkey to buy a loaf of bread. They don't dare convert euros into Turkish lira. Not a chance. The lira has dropped 28% against the American dollar so far this year, and today's action will make it go even lower. So not good. South Korea news, by the way. Quantitative easing is back for corporate bonds. The South Korean government raised their interest rates, their Fed funds rate, from 0.5% at the beginning of the year to now 3% at this point. Commercial paper is going for about 4%. This is 3-month commercial paper. Just that move has caused problems in South Korea, massive problems. One of the big lenders that was building, I think it's called Legoland, defaulted on bonds. They defaulted. They couldn't raise any more cash, and there's the cash market, the investment dollars available for corporate South Korea is drying up, because lenders are going, why should we lend to these guys at 4%? We're only going to go higher. We're going to go to 6. I want 6. I'll wait. I'm sitting on my cash as cash. The government of South Korea is already and has started announcing now immediately they are buying up corporate debt. No one else wants it. This is bad. When there is no market for your corporate bond offerings, you got problems. You have got structural internal problems that run from the top all the way down. This is an economy that's freezing up. This is what happened in the USA in 08, 09. There was a worry by the Treasury of the United States and in the Federal Reserve that the U.S. economy's credit was drying up and freezing up in 0809. Banks would not lend to banks. When banks don't lend to other banks to do deals, you have a complete cessation of the economic structure in your country. And to give you an idea, back in 08, 07, 08, 09, General Electric was the chairman, the CEO of GE, would call the head of the Treasury and the head of the Federal Reserve, Bernanke and the other guys, and say, hey, listen, it's Tuesday, and this Friday is payday for our 150,000 employees. And what we do is every month when it's payday at the end of the month, we borrow $1 billion for a week to pay our payroll off. And then the next week, as you know, money's coming in here every day, as 200 million a day is coming in here, we pay the $1 billion off in a week. You see, these are called rollover standby credits. This is typical business. McDonald's was calling the Federal Reserve saying, we have 2 million employees that we have to pay on Friday. We can't borrow our payroll. We can't find money to borrow from any bank in America to meet our payroll this Friday. You got any solutions over there? You got any ideas? The Federal Reserve would then do what's called open the window. The window is the overnight window where the Fed lends money to banks so that banks can make loans. And the Federal Reserve basically says to banks, money is available to you for overnight lending if you need it, all you want. And banks who were saying to McDonald's, I can't lend you $2 billion for this week's payroll. GE, I can't lend him. I don't have it. I don't have the cash on hand because all the cash we have is tied up in these mortgage origination loans that are collapsing right now. We're in trouble on our loan loss provisions and cash on hand. We don't have cash to lend. The Federal Reserve steps in and says, you can borrow all the cash you want for overnights and just roll it over. Lend GE the money so they can make their payroll, and GE will pay you back that money over the next 5 business days, 200 million a day. You'll get your $1 billion back plus interest, and you can pay us back over the next 5 days. It's fine. This is what was being done at McDonald's. This is being done at Walmart. This is being done in every major corporation in the United States back in 08. Right? This is happening now around the world in certain countries as I speak. It's not being promoted because this is the kind of talk you don't want to talk about in the headlines of your financial publications, right? This is not what you want to have being talked about. All right, one more piece of news for you. The largest banks in the world, many of the largest banks in the world have found themselves in a bit of a pickle in the last couple of weeks and months. $30 billion of financing that banks have arranged for loans and corporate acquisitions. Again, standard corporate business. This is not one-off, government policy stuff. This is regular corporate bank business. $30 billion of business has had to be financed in cash by the banks themselves, because they cannot turn around and sell the paper to anybody else. So you got one company who's trying to make a deal with another company, and it's $1 billion merger acquisition. The bank negotiates the deal between the two parties. They extend $1 billion credit line to the buyer. The money is then transferred to the entity that's the seller. And the bank goes out to the street to try to offer a bond offering of this paper. It's paper in the bank. In effect, you're lending the bank money on some kind of a 3-month, 6-month, 1-year, 5-year deal the bank is packaging up. They're going to the pension funds. They're going to the hedge funds. They're going to insurance companies. They're going to other banks. And they're finding that of all the business they're doing, 30 billion of it they can't sell to anybody else. There's a lack of available cash for these banks to offload the paper to then lend again to keep it going. The rumor now is that between now and the next year from now, these banks will be carrying $60 billion of paper, of cash in the system that they have self-financed, trying to offload it. Pension funds in the UK right now are not buying bonds from anybody because the pension funds in the United Kingdom have been trying to offload their own UK bonds to the Bank of England. It's the only buyer that's buying the bonds in en masse, or has been until last week, because of the run on interest rates. Now, with the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom resigning today, how much confidence do you think all the world's pension funds have in investing in the UK? Zero. There's no one going to line up to buy UK bonds right now. The UK pension funds are trying to get out of the bonds themselves, which is freezing up all this capital that can't be accessed. And so US banks are finding this as a problem. Canadian banks, European banks all over the place, Asian banks, this is a global problem. We're into an economic slowdown at the banking level, not just at the retail level where you and I live, all right? Do not be surprised if in the next year or two, we begin to hear a lot of stories where people will want to buy a house in Canada, in America, in Europe, wherever, and they can't get a mortgage. Both husband and wife are working. They have a 20% down payment. The bank is going to say, I don't have the money to lend. You're good people. You're a good credit risk. I can't get the cash to lend it to you. There's a cash shortage. Why? Because there is this derivative market, this monster, this black hole of death hanging over the markets that almost collapsed the world economy in 2008 until the US Congress, led by Nancy Pelosi, bailed out the George Bush presidency at the end of his presidency and put up $700 billion at the bequest of the Treasury and of the Federal Reserve. That's how it went. When Obama became president, this had been done, and another $1 trillion had to be raised again to stave off elimination. And GM went under and got regurgitated through the federal government. Ford almost went under. It hung on by the skin of its teeth. Chrysler had to be redone. What a mess. That one was averted. This one is now $50 trillion larger. We have $50 trillion of additional debt that has been taken out by governments and corporations since 2009 that are now coming due at interest rates between 6 and 12%. Not zero interest rates. We had that. We had zero interest rates for 10 years, 12 years around the world. And what happened during that amount of time? Was debt paid off? No. Debt was piled on because money was free. Well, now the debt is still out there and is being rolled over, as I just talked to you about with respect to Carnival. Carnival just rolled over $2 billion at probably 11% interest. This is the nightmare that is coming to corporate America and to governments around the world. This is not avoidable. And as long as governments have deficit spending, which America has, Canada has, the UK, Europe, we have it in the Western world. As long as we have deficit spending and the money keeps coming in to fund the deficit spending, all is well. The problem is when the cash runs dry, rates start to go up naturally. You don't even need the Federal Reserve to raise rates. And if the federal government of the United States, the Fed, is not buying half of all the bonds being issued by the US government, all the bonds have to be issued to the market only. You've got to squeeze for cash. Now, America can borrow money first. America can borrow all the money they need, but it's at the expense of everybody else. All other countries come second, third, fourth, fifth in line behind the US. And then you've got corporate borrowers. Corporate borrowers are behind governments. In the UK right now, you're a corporation in the United Kingdom, you want to raise $100 million to fund your business, get in line behind the Bank of England, get behind the government of the United Kingdom, because they need 45 billion just through this winter to handle their utility bill compensation plan that they tried to do. They tried to lower taxes on everybody and all corporations. That got defeated internally, and the prime minister is gone. They couldn't even do that. The United Kingdom is going to need to borrow a ton of money, and where is it going to come from other than Britain printing it? They're going to have to just print the money. And by printing the money, you lower the value of the pound against all other currencies, which means you rise inflation on that country dramatically, and you lower the standard of living of every UK resident. That is the end game. And of course, that raises anger and frustration and resentment against the government, which means a change of government is coming. And good luck with who's coming in now, because what are they going to do that's any better than the government who just tried to give everybody a tax cut, every corporation a tax cut? They couldn't do it. The market wouldn't let them do it because the pound plummeted to 103 in one day from 110. So welcome to the world at large. I'm trying to explain it to you in plain English, simple as I can, as best I can. Easier said than done. While I'm yapping away here, we're looking at the markets right now. I see that the Dow is up 19 points. S&P is down 6, and the Nasdaq's down 43. They must be listening to me because the markets are backing off. There's good news out there in certain parts of the economy. Yes, there is. But unfortunately, this is not the news that's going to turn around the inevitable slowdown that we're into right now as we speak. This economic turmoil is on. And with today's announcement of Prime Minister resigning, this is not good for the stock market. If you were looking for a wonderful up day because the Conservative leader has left her job, think again. This is negative for the markets. And I can tell you that historically speaking, from this old man's perspective, markets hate uncertainty. They really don't like it, because now the question is, who's going to take over the prime ministership? Then what will those policies be? And what kind of support will the new prime minister have of the backbenchers, all the backstabbers back there that got rid of this gal in less than a month? You want to represent those guys, those ladies and gentlemen? The knives are out. They haven't even got the blood off from Boris Johnson. They took the next one out. This is not good. And the European economy, I mean, European leaders are just shaking their heads going, what is with the UK? This is not helping us, even though they're not in our European Union anymore. There's a lot of money that changes hands here, and a lot of trade that trades hands here. How uncertain is it for UK and European businesses to do business with each other when you don't even know the value of the currency between the two of you? Import-export banks over there are up to here in nightmare loans and all kinds of issues. And we're talking trillions of dollars in business. We're not talking millions or billions. I am talking tens of trillions of dollars. This is the size of the US economy over there, in complete disarray. And it's coming to America. It's coming over here to North America. We cannot avoid it. And we're going to get caught in this absolute uncertainty. And the midterms are probably going to put it on a steroid package. We're about to go into steroid uncertainty starting November, whatever the day after the election goes through. Because from where I sit now, it looks entirely likely that the Democrats will lose one or two of the houses. And all you're going to get from now until the presidential election are Hunter Biden investigations. That's all you're going to get from the Senate and from the House. And abortion rights will still be suppressed. And the QAnon people and whatever. I mean, it's just going to be a garbage show. It's going to be great for the media. The ratings will be fabulous. Oh, man, what a soap opera we're going to be able to watch on the U.S. news. Just incredible. The news networks are loving this. because they are in the money-making business now. They're not in the news business. They're in the let's make money from the news business. And are they going to have a field day with the crazies that are going to be running wild in Congress? That January 6th committee, it's finished. It's all over. The minute this thing is done in the January, that'll all go away. There'll be no further developments there. Not to worry, people. It's all going to be just a distant memory. And, come on down to Capitol Hill with your Confederate flags and have a party. It's just, we in Canada are just going to go, what? I know my European friends are going, no. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be. Anyway, there it is. This just your buddy Uncle Bruce just commenting on what I see in plain English. The bond markets are in a mess. They are falling in value, and that is going to affect the stock market. That is absolutely going to happen. The one winner today is IBM. IBM came out with solid results last night. The stock's up 4%. They have a 5% yield on their dividend. It's fantastic. Way to go, IBM. Everything else, I do not know. Tesla's 209.95 in the pre-market with 19 minutes to go before we open for trading, down $12. Elon is talking a talk about trying to do $4 trillion of stock buybacks or whatever the hell he's talking about. I have no idea what he's talking about. And that's not going to happen. He has got money needs out of his back pocket to buy Twitter. He's got money needs to get his factories up and running. He's got all kinds of issues to deal with. I am surprised the stock is even at 209 right now in the pre-market. Fun times at the OK Corral. IBM right now, 127.90 up 539. The question I have is, will it even hold this? Can IBM hold 125, or will it give it up? Because as the market deteriorates as the day goes on, could it be that we have a nice opening, but we have in the first 2 hours, we're down 500 points or 1,000 points? Could we have that kind of a day today? Because this UK development in 6 weeks is so unbelievably bad. The markets will wake up with the Will Smith dope slap. That will come sometime during the morning, and cash calls will start coming in on UK everything as the uncertainty builds yet again. This is not good for business. It might be fun for politics, but it's not good for business. GameStop, 24.60 up 6 cents. We're not going anywhere. 31,000 traded today. Nothing happening here in the pre-market. Right now, the markets are collectively lower. We got the Dow down 19, S&P down 12, NASDAQ down 65. Ericsson stock tumbles 16.7% pre-market towards a 6-year low after their third quarter results. They're not all juicy. Some of them are terrible. We got a lot to watch, a lot to follow. And you option writers have nothing to fear but making a lot of money. There it is right there. I really think you're going to do just fine. Juan is asking, if I want to buy an HPQ call, how far out would you advise it be? 3, 6 months, 1 year? What should I buy? If you're looking to buy a deep in the money call for HPQ, go out as far as humanly possible. Look at 2024s and 2025s and adhere to the 90-10 rule if you can. Thank you. All right, there it is. What can I say? It's unbelievable. It's just unbelievable. All right. Anyway, folks, I'm going to go right now to a member comment only. Thank you all for being here today, popping in and visiting with us. Love that you're here. Please become a member if you can stand the rants. Thank you all for tolerating the rants as they are. I'm just trying to call it as I see it. It's crazy from out here. It really is. Ooh. Okay. Oh, by the way, we've got crazies up here. Oh my gosh, have we got crazies up here? Oh man, this province, Alberta. Oh, we got a premier here until our next election. That is just wild. Every day, an apology is being called for some of the crazy comments being made up here. Oh my goodness, are we? Our heads are spinning here in Alberta. Just it's nuts. It's really, really the crazies are running the asylum right now. I can't believe it. I'm doing the best I can with what I've got, but I've got so little. I tell you, kids, thank you all for being here. Big Dave, hey, thank you for this donation. You're a good man. Big Dave has become a new member on top of all that. Man, Dave, you're awesome. Thank you for joining. Chilling with Uncle Bruce member. Welcome aboard. Great to have you here. You're among friends. You're among some pretty good people around here. Thank you all for popping in and being with us. All of you. I so appreciate all of you for your kind words and tolerance of one another and me. Thank you for tolerating me. I appreciate that. In celebration of Tolerance Day, I've decided we're going to put up some knee emojis to say thank you to all of you for being here. If you're a member of this channel, you can pop up these emojis all you want. We got all kinds of them here. Here's a smattering of the different emojis that you could pop up if you want. Just take a look at these. Thank you all for becoming members of this channel and popping up these emojis yourselves. Love you for it. You're all welcome here. Pick the emoji you like and run with it. Here we go right there. Dude, hey, buddy, thank you for that. Dude, $10 donation. Uncle was the best. Forget the rest. I tolerate you in total. Thank you for the tolerance levels that you all show me. Larry and DH Ruda, W. Walters, number 120 thumbs ups, Deep Value Investing. Thank you all. JR, we got them and GOP crazes here too. I know it. They're everywhere. Karen, thank you, Karen. Deep Value, thank you for popping up all these emojis and being here, guys. It is much appreciated. I love you guys. Thank you. Thumbs up right now. 126. We have 13 minutes to go. I don't know if we can do this. Yesterday, you guys really pulled off a huge thing yesterday. You were able to get me 200 thumbs ups before we even opened for the day. By the way, I'm trying to show off these knee emojis. My poor YouTube computer is having trouble keeping up with you guys, so I'm just going back in time here to make sure your emojis are showing. Sell my house fast up with Marlboro. Alex, thank you, Alex, for all these knee emojis. All of you with the knee emojis. Look, yesterday morning before we opened up for trading, we were at 200 thumbs ups. We need 69 more right now in 12 minutes. Is that possible? Are there enough of you here to be able to hit the thumbs up button to get me to 200 thumbs up before we open today? That would be really something. With the rant, I'm not sure. Let's see what's going on. Flint Creek, it seems to me your thumbs are growing in numbers. Thank you, Flint Creek Soap Company. Appreciate that. Did you guys get your Christmas presents figured out for Christmas this year? Have you visited flintcreeksoapcompany.com? Have you done that? Check her out. There might be something there for some friends and relatives of yours. Put an order in there. You'll be looked after. Thank you, everybody. 151 have come in now. 151 thumbs ups. 49 needed to make it. Options Nomads. Wendy and God is amazing. Thank you for these knee emojis. And all of you, thank you for hitting the thumbs up button. Brian, thank you. Also, Senior Esteban and all of you. I can't even rattle off everybody. They're cutting so quickly. Thank you all. And of course, these donations, you guys are awesome. Thank you for that. 158 thumbs ups are in. 42 to go. They're coming through. Olivia's here. Thank you, everybody. 160 now. 40 left to get. And we've got 200 thumbs ups. We have 11 minutes to get 40 thumbs ups. You guys are awesome sauce. Thank you so much. Love to get that. Absolutely. All right, let's take a look at this market again. We got GameStop down 25 cents to 24.29. I don't know if that's real or just a trade of 100 shares. I got the Dow showing a 37-point gain. I've got S&P down 4.5. I got NASDAQ down 34. Crude up $1.04. What else is happening here? Just so much going on here. U.S. home builder sentiment declines for a record 10th straight month. That headline just came out right here. Home builder sentiment off for the 10th straight month. They say the home builders saying that it's unhealthy and unsustainable on the home building front. There you go. What have I been telling you about real estate? I've been telling you this. We were talking about this when mortgage rates started to hit 6%. Now we're into the 7s, and we're going to be on our way to the 8s. No question about it. And it's going to get worse. Housing prices are going to be off 15, 20, 30%, perhaps in 2023 from 2020 highs, 2021 highs. It's just going to be awful. What can I say? I don't know. I don't know. It is what it is. Unbelievable. Just, oh my gosh, we got all kinds of stuff going on here. All right. Alex, some hilarious TV coverage here in the UK. Lots of political journalists shrugging their shoulders and saying, "What comes next?" How would you like to consider building $1 billion factory expansion, or working on expanding your business in the UK with prime ministers leaving in 6 weeks? Does that show stability for your country? I wouldn't do it. I mean, you got to be kidding me. Crazy. Susan Shop's about. I am the number 169 on your thumbs up meter, Bruce. I show 179 now. We need 21 more. Only 21 more thumbs ups in 9 minutes to make it. Now we got 180 in here. This is awesome. Thank you, guys. We need 20 more thumbs ups, and we will have 200 thumbs ups before the market even opens up, because you guys keep coming through for me. I appreciate it. 181, another one just came in. Here they are, trickling in one after the other. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boo is saying, Flint Creek, I see my order already shipped. Thank you. Nick, Uncle Bruce, I need Netflix down to 230. Make it happen, please. Alex, some hilarious TV coverage. DQ, Nick, I take that drop. Nick, look at the 5-day chart on Netflix. It's a prime candidate for a dump. And there you have it. That's what we're wondering about. What will the markets bring us? We open in 8 minutes. Let's see what's going on. Anyone buying on the long will be a bag holder, says Nick. Deep value, the gap up was really violent. Nick Morier, Uncle Bruce just keeps getting more popular. Do you think people are making money? Something tells me there are folks on this channel making money in this market. Tesla 208.80, 208.93 now, down $13 in the pre-market right now, is what I am seeing at the moment. Unbelievable. IBM 126.27 up 376. GameStop 24.62 up 8 cents. Another little correction there. The Prime Minister of the UK has resigned after 6 weeks. Gone. Financial mischief. I put a random stink bid in during the pre-market for one share of GameStop at 24.27 just for giggles. Just got hit. I'm up 30 cents already. How about that? DQ. Okay, I added 2 more thumbs. Right on. W. Walters, check out the option premiums on Spot. I have no idea what Spot is. Where are we at right now on the thumbs up? 192. 8 left to get with 7 minutes to go in the pre-market. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming through here. We needed 69 thumbs ups a few minutes ago. We're down to 6 to go now. 194 are in. Just need 6 to get to 200, and I think you guys are going to blow this right beyond 200 without even trying. 195 now. This is beautiful. Thank you, everybody. 293 of you are here. Welcome, all of you, this morning. We are a channel where I like to tell you in plain English what I think is going on. I've been watching the market since 1978, 79, and I'm just trying to share with you my experience. You can take it or leave it. Doesn't matter to me. I don't trade. I'm just a commentator. This channel, though, is being populated by people who are making money in this bear market hand over fist. This channel has option writers all over the place. We talk about writing stock options against shares you already got. We talk about aligning your portfolio in such a way that you can write stock options to look at the possibility of quitting your day job. That is a big deal around here, and a lot of folks are leaving the workforce because they can make way more money from the stock market just writing options and saying, thank you, bear market. I will take the walk, no problem whatsoever. LL, I'm number 195. And Nick, Uncle Bruce, you are the best, sir. Thank you. DQ, I'm number 198, thumbs ups. And then I'm also number 200. And so, boom, you got 200 thumbs ups. Congratulations, DQ, for hitting 200. JR, no, 90-10 possibilities on spot. Big Dave is smiling. Thank you, everybody, for all of your support. I guess spot is Spotify, and you can't find a 90-10 contract. You can't write poor man covered calls. You got to have to be able to buy 90-10s or just keep waiting until one shows up. That is the dealio here. Thank you all for helping out. 5 minutes to go, and we have nailed 200 thumbs up. We're now at 207 as we are going beyond 200. I can only do one thing in all that. In honor of 207 thumbs ups coming in, I figured I might as well just write some put some of these knee emojis. The Knights of Knee are coming in, and that is the way it is. Deep Value is saying the same thing. Thank you all. Appreciate all of you helping us out. Who cares says, wow, I have an IBM covered call sold with a strike of 128 that expires tomorrow. I figured a roll for sure, but it's already 126. I may make some money tomorrow. Oh, yeah. And if you are doing a rollover, you're buying back your call to write a new call. Maybe you're going to write a 128 for next week, or a 130 for next week, or the week after, taking some cash. Beautiful stuff. Sean and Wendy, thank you for the knee emojis. Here they come. The knee emojis can't stop this now. They're going to overpower this market resistance. The market will do what we want it to do on everything you own. Congratulations, everybody. You're getting richer here. Writing call options, making money on this market. Can't say that for others' channels, but it's certainly happening here. 304 wonderful people are here right now. Hi, everybody. Welcome from around the world to the channel. We're getting ready to open in 3 minutes. Watching this market go through all kinds of gyrations, to say the least. What a crazy run we've had. Watching this market here, the U.S. home builder sentiment has crapped out for the 10th month in a row. That is only going to get worse. It is not getting better. Don't fool yourself. There is no recovery coming at any point in time in the near future for the housing market. Nothing is going to make it better. What can I say? I was the 200 clicks, says Big Dave. How about that? Well done, Big Dave, says DQ. Deep Value is hitting those knee emojis like there's no tomorrow. Knee. There we go. The Knights of the Knee are going to take the markets wherever you want them to go. Don't mess with the Knights of Knee. Found out what happened over there on that movie. You don't want to mess with those guys. They're mean looking. Who cares, says Uncle Bruce. With IBM momentum, should I still be thinking about November, December expire, or just sell a 1.5 week cover call? I like the idea of you writing the third Friday in November or the third Friday in December as your target for a contract. You could, in theory, write a higher strike price for some good money by giving a little more time. I like that game a lot. 127.42 is the pre-market pricing right now. 126.41. We're jumping here like crazy. But if you can write 128s, 129s, 130s for November, third week of November, third week of December, and taking a big fat premium, I like this game a lot. I want you sitting on a bunch of cash looking for a big down dip in the market. We haven't had it yet. Nick, if the U.S. housing going to get worse, that means JJ's XLY will be doing great. Alex, nice one. Big Dave, way to go. JR, Nick, the 90-10 calculator is on Discord. Nick, okay, thanks, JR. Senior Esteban S.E. Neat. Nazareth, buy algo just kicked in, and that happens from time to time. The question is, how much power has it got? We're open in 1 minute. And we're going to see what real momentum this market will bring us as we start trading today, Thursday, October the 20th, 2022. Welcome one, welcome all from wherever you are. We're about to kick in here. Let's see what's going on. Money on the table. You can write some really nice premiums on IBM. You can definitely write some premiums on Boeing, on Pfizer, on Cisco, GameStop, you name it. I mean, whatever you're playing here, we got money to make today. Welcome, Larry Titus, and thank you for hitting the bells. Appreciate this, my friend. Beautiful stuff. Way to go, Larry. Everyone's ready to rock and roll. We'll see if this market, what it's going to bring us, and how much activity and what volatility today. We'll see what gives. I got the Dow up 38 points approximately to start. There's a buy program that's kicked in right at the beginning, but we'll see if it has any oomph to it or not. We're off on Tesla to 207 right now, down $15 a share on Tesla, 206.50. Those of you who have written 210s, 215s, 220s, 225s, 230s, keep an eye on your option markets. If the Tesla breaks 200, you might be able to buy back some calls for some really nice profits. You can then take a look at perhaps writing 210 calls into December. See what gives. We may be going lower than 200. We might go to the 185.90 mark. Mr. Musk needs $6 billion, and he will be notifying the SEC shortly of his intention to likely sell Tesla shares to fund his final acquisition of Twitter. He has to do it in the next 9 days. Tesla's 207 right now. I don't see it going higher. I just don't. 205.70 right now on Tesla. Netflix up $1.17 to 273. That stock is on borrowed time. Margins are going to shrink. U.S. subscriptions are not there. It's overseas subscriptions from Asia that's giving them the false sense of security. I just don't believe Netflix can hold 150 a year from now. I don't even know if we'll be at 150 a year from now. 273 right now is where we're at. And there might be a little pop here, but then misery. We're down $1 on Amazon. We're holding a 90-point gain on the Dow. We're down a half a point on S&P. We're down 30 on NASDAQ. This is not a across-the-board buy program at the moment. And what's going on here? Let's see here. Thank you, everybody, for popping in. There is a Discord channel. If you want to become part of it, send me an email, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. Let me know you'd like to become linked in. I will get you a link to one of our viewers, get you over to Beach Boy, and then he'll help you out to get over there. Thank you all for being part of this channel. We're up only 45 points, only up 35 points now in the Dow. The buy program is over. So here we go with a little pullback. Let's take a look at everything else. Oh my gosh, we got a lot to watch here today. Jeez, there's so much going on. We're down 4 on S&P. We're down 7 on NASDAQ now. The VIX is at 30.79, just a tad higher. Interest rates on the U.S. we're at 4.16%. In the UK, 3.87%. It bottomed out in the 3.7 range. Now it's back to 3.8. On currencies, the euro is at 97.8. It's falling again. The pound is dropping off again. It got to 113. It's 112.5. The euro got to 98, well into 98.5, but it's now falling 97.8. It's still up a tiny, tiny bit, but it's backing off. The yen, 149.91. This is going higher, which means the yen is dropping against the American dollar. The Australian dollar is down to 63 cents, getting crushed against the American dollar. That is what's happening out there. Oil is up $1.50 to 87.09. The Dow is holding a 58-point gain. S&P down 2, NASDAQ down 4, as we watch for all kinds of stuff here. Treasury yields hit 14-year highs right now. U.S. Treasury yields have just hit 14-year highs. Get ready for more of this. We're definitely going to get worse. Without any question whatsoever, it's going to get worse. All right. Welcome all to the show. Welcome all to the program here. 216 thumbs up. So you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for helping out. Let's go for 250, maybe 300 as the show rolls along. This is good stuff, everyone. Thank you. The UK Prime Minister has resigned. The Amazon is down a quarter. Netflix is at 274. Tesla down to 208, down 13.30. Apple's up 21 cents. We're not going anywhere here. We're up 13 now on Apple, not going anywhere. GameStop down 9 to 24.46. Let's take a look at high and low for GameStop today. The high 24.74, the low 24.41. We've only had a 33 cent spread between high and low. We're at 24.45 near the low of the day at the moment on GameStop. The SoFi 505 up 6 cents. HPQ up 21 to 25.70. Rocket Lab is up 6. AMC and Ape are up 14 cents. Moderna down 20 cents. ME up 2. Matterport up 6. ATIP unchanged. SmartRent up 1.5 cents. Spire unchanged. Cyxtera up 4 cents. We got nothing going on these former SPACs until earnings come out, from what it looks like to me. I don't know. Let's see. What else is going on? W. Walters wants to know, where is that 90-10 calculator? Can anyone help out? Miraculous number 217 thumbs ups. Good morning. Deep Value. The way Netflix gapped up reminds me of how RFP gapped up just recently, says Deep Value. What else we got going on? Pfizer down 11. Boeing up 70. Cisco down 8. Home Depot down 264. Carvana is up 31 cents to 15.30. Not looking good. Robinhood 10.06 down a nickel. Vanek Vectors 179.51 up 79. IBM is holding a 360 gain to 126.11. Microsoft down 42 cents. Goldman down 59. We've got Google up 83 cents. Meta up 75. Twitter's at 52.26. 14 cents away from the takeover offer for Elon Musk. BlackBerry up 8 cents. Royal Caribbean up 87 to 47.56. Target up 61. JP Morgan up 19 cents. Make it now 30 cents. Costco down 3.09. Walmart is up 15 cents. Nvidia up $1.43. Disney down 20. American Airlines up a quarter at 14.24. And that is the majority of the gist of what's going on here. The Dow now up 18 and only 18 points. We're not going anywhere here, folks. We are not going anywhere. The S&P down 11, NASDAQ down 34. We are heading lower on these markets. The Japanese yen is hitting the 150 level as well, and that is going to go lower. The yen won't even hold that. I expect the yen to drop even further. Phenomenal times. The euro 97.96, the pound 112.60. The euphoria has gone away on the resignation of the Prime Minister of the UK, Truss. The U.S. interest rates now 4.17% for a 10-year. We're hitting 14-year high range now. That will go higher. European markets are mixed, slightly red, Europe, Germany, slightly positive elsewhere, but not by much. Oil up 195 to 87.50. The Dow holding a 13-point gain, but S&P, NASDAQ are red. The new kings of cash, Barron says, money market mutual funds. Money market mutual funds are kings of cash right now. They're not investing, and this explains part of the story I talked about today, part of what I was mentioning to you folks about how the largest banks in the world that are involved in investment banking, a whole bunch of these folks are announcing stories like collectively they are $30 billion of their cash. $30 billion of their cash has been put into their own deals to help companies with loans and acquisitions and other funding. They can't unload this paper to anybody else. They're having trouble where they're announcing deals and funding deals, and then they go to sell the paper to investors like hedge funds, mutual funds, pension funds, and they're not buying the paper. They're not buying corporate paper because they are scrambling to sell government bonds that they own to raise cash for cash calls they're getting on their derivative contracts to protect their portfolio balances, their bond portfolios. There's a meltdown going on out there of epic proportions, which is not good. It's a bad thing. And I think what we're going to notice is, apart from the Bank of England and now South Korea, I think we're going to see it China, and we're going to see it Japan. We're going to see it in the U.S. We're going to start seeing central banks reluctantly buying bonds in their own governments to support their own government debt. I think that's the next stage of this meltdown we're going to see to calm the markets down. But I got to tell you, if the interest rates are 3 and 4%, and we have got to get government intervention to calm things down, what the heck do you think is going to happen when the rates have to go to 6, 7, or 8%? Because that's where we're going. These rates are going to go much higher than forecast. Inflation is going to be much worse than forecast. I don't know how this economy survives with all these shocks happening already. And we haven't even got through 4% on the Fed funds rate yet. There's just all kinds of turmoil here. I don't know. Tesla 203 down 1890 now. Tesla is dropping even further. We'll give you some of you folks are being given opportunities to score nice deals, nice returns on Tesla contracts you've written. Were very nice premiums in the last 1 or 2 weeks or so. This is coming your way. Netflix 271.90. It's backing off now. Netflix did reach a high of 276 this morning. It's now 271. It's quickly backing off at the moment. 270.77 was already touched on Netflix, so we're backing off on that one. The Dow is up only 25. Amazon is off 40 cents. Tesla down 19.65 to 202.39. The Tesla low has been 202.15. We're here. We're at the low territory right now on Tesla, and we're going lower from what I can smell here. Proud new owner of a poor man cover call on GameStop, says Bobby. Nice job. Well done, everybody. Let's see here. 12.5, December 23 for 1380. Right on, pal. Way to go. Tesla 203. I see 202.50. And Netflix dropping. Nick, you noticed it. It's happening. New 52-week low, says DQ. Deep value. Where will you pick Tesla up? There you go. I could see it under 200 today. It certainly is a possibility. Well, I don't know why 200 would hold. If it breaks 200, it might reach 185 today. We'll see if that actually happens. Very interesting here. Apple up 1 penny. GameStop 24.44 down now on the day. Down a dime. SoFi 508 up only 9 cents. HPQ up 32. The Rocket Lab up 7. More Moderna up 15 cents. ME up a nickel. Moderna up 7 cents. Sorry, Matterport up 7 cents on Matterport. ATIP up a penny. SmartRent up 4. Spire up 1 penny. Sixtera up 3 cents. Yuck. We're down 6 on Pfizer. We're down $2.99 on Home Depot. We're down 9 on Robinhood. Goldman down 78 cents. The Dow showing a 72-point gain. I think that's a computer-generated buy program. It's not going to last. I don't think so. I don't think that's real. 202 on Tesla, 202.88. And we got Netflix 272 up 1 penny, and that's all. 272.39 up 1 penny. We're down 35 on GameStop, 24.19, new lows on GameStop, dropping rapidly now on GameStop shares. We're coming in. Sales are coming in. 24.18, 24.14 low of the day right here. Just had this happen just a second ago. Not good on GameStop. We're backing off. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Deep value. I think you're right. One follows the other. Who cares? Says, geez, my IBM covered calls at 128 showed a 10% return at the market open. They are at 41% now. I may let this ride a little while longer. There you go, my friend. You do not fear the upside. Just, and they're going to expire tomorrow. Might be out of the money. So there's a collapse coming here. Definitely. Okay, Tesla 203.33. Yikes. The Dow only at 43 now, or backing off again. Interesting market. GameStop, 24.13 new low, down 41 cents. 24.13 new low on GameStop right now. All right. Okay. There we go. Following a lot of stuff here. 24.13 low trade of the day on GameStop. Okay. Option writers, rejoice and take advantage of these markets. Absolutely. Tesla's, all you Tesla folks, keep your eyes on your contracts. See how the stock does or does not perform, and look for your contracts to continue to back off. I think as this continues on here, weakness is coming into that market. Interesting stuff about Tesla. 204.02 as it's jumping around a bit right now. Dow up 101. Another buy program has kicked in. Don't know if it's going to help much. We'll see how long this lasts. 24.20 on GameStop. 24.20, 7 cents from the low of the day. Welcome everybody to the party. Nice to have you here. Thank you for coming through. Dude, my what is it? October 28th, $25 cover call. You can pay $1 for this week only. Next week, I drop my stink bid even lower. How low should I go? Sold for $4, third week of September. Nice going. That $25 call, I'm assuming it's GameStop. You're sitting at 24.21 and falling now, 24.19, dropping again. You can drop that bid maybe even lower. I'm wondering, interesting to see. The 1028s will follow this market very closely. As I say, these calls are going to back off. 2020 next week, Friday expiry. There we are. The 25s. What am I showing? 125 to 160 is what I've got for the bid ask, and I'm behind. I know I'm behind on the market. 24.20 last trade, down 34. These could well be under $1 today. You might be putting in an 81, 82 cent stink bid. We'll see. Crazy manipulation on Netflix, says Nick. Well, that's what Nick always says when stocks don't drop enough or go up on them. 273 right now on that Netflix. Tesla 204.48 down 17.56. Nick, I am staying on the sideline. I have my short position in, and if it goes up, we'll add more here and there. I ain't worried about this one. Right on, Nick. I think you're going to make money on it. I really believe that that as the day wears on and the week wears on, the next week, Netflix will keep deteriorating. The question is how fast, and that's the question. 273.60 is where it is at the moment. All right, watching a lot of stuff, kids. Welcome to the party, pals. I'm glad you're here. It's so nice to see you. We've got a lot going on here on this market. 24.28 last trade on GameStop. 24.21 now on GameStop. Down we go. We got the Dow up 155 at the moment, trying to put a run on. We've got the SP up 5. We got NASDAQ up 31. They are not participating in this move like the Dow is. Price target cut for Microsoft, 300 from 330 by UBS. Amazon stock price cut to 165 from 180 by UBS as well. With the resignation of Liz Truss, this is the shortest serving prime minister of all times, 6 weeks. There you go. So there's a record. How about that? Dude, if I get bought, I'll write again immediately. Thanks, Uncle B. Exactly. If they want to exercise it, you'll write again, right? Right on. And if you buy back, if you can buy back, you write again. Exactly. That's right, dude. Constantine, I was able to write a 26.25 for December 16. Arms folded now. Your worst student, says Constantine. Right on. You've written, and you're now sitting tight. I got it. Okay. Brian says, welcome to the GameStop 16, the December 16th game. Welcome to the party over here. Nazareth, Nick is right, though. This is some crazy manipulation. Every sell is met with a buy demand. With the resignation today and jobs being better, there's no reason for markets to go up today. Rock and roll. See how this deteriorates as the morning rolls along. We'll see what happens. Never a dull moment. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here. Those of you writing me emails, I'll get back to you after the live show with answers, especially for your Discord people. We'll try to get you linked in there. Let's see what else is happening here. Whew, we have 226 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for this. Appreciate that very much. Nice to have you here. And there we go. All righty. We are at 150 on the Dow. 3 points on S&P. That's it. Just 3 points. 26-point gain, 28-point gain on NASDAQ right here. Fleet Core stock price cut 203 from 278 from Bank of America. WEX stock price cut to 180 from 225 at Bank of America. We got downgrades going everywhere. The market is up. And this is where there's going to be a point in time where some stock gets cut down and the market reacts. At the moment, these announcements are being made and the market is ignoring it. The market seems to celebrate lower expected results. Companies are bringing in half the money they used to. The market is cheering that it's that good. It's only going to deteriorate from here. So we'll see what's going on. GameStop, December 16, 2625 Club says SE. Vilbus, a fellow 1216 GameStop gang member here, 27.5. Dude, I'm in that club. I sold 2 December 1625s for 423. Very nice, Brian. I got 430 for mine. Rock and roll kids, welcome to the party, the December 16 party. Oh man, 75-point gain on the Dow. We just lost 75 points like that. See how this plays out. No dull moment around here. Let me tell you, unbelievable. What is happening out there? The markets are definitely jumping and they are volatile. Amazon is up 19 cents. Don't get too excited. Vilbus, I got 460 for it last week. JR, I was thinking maybe the market would react to Tesla. Brian, I think someone got over $5 the other day. David Scott, 495 for my December 16th last week. Nice going, David, says Brian. We're at up 75 on the Dow. Let's see what happens. Tesla, 205.85. Netflix up 116 to 273. GameStop 24.55 up a penny. 24.50 down 4. We're going to jump around. Nazareth, yep, still got those December 16. The GameStop 25's got 530 for them, sitting at 410 right now. How about that, Nick? Michael, use your moolah if you have lots of it on the Netflix short. Just remember, start small. Cindy B, I am in that club also with December 16, 26, 25s, also ready to rock and roll. Splatter TV. Howdy, y'all. DQ, I think the market is tired of reacting to Tesla. And Lorraine, and that says I'm 32, JR, DQ. And Miss Jennifer is here. What was that racket up there? I heard all that noise. Oh. Were you moving something?
Oh, no, I was just unloading the dishwasher.
Oh, it's the dishwasher. The dishes. That's what I was wondering. It sounded to me like the legs of a coffee table being falling on a floor and being rolled over, but it was the dishes. It's the dishes.
It's just porcelain on porcelain.
Porcelain on porcelain. Rock and roll. How are you?
I like to stand in the middle of the kitchen and try tossing things into cupboards.
Let's frisbee the dishes back into the cupboard. They're not ours. It's not like the owners are watching us right now, are they? Ooh, I think they are. Hi, owners. How you guys doing down there? Everything's fine here. There's nothing to see here. There's nothing to hear here, and there's nothing to worry about. All is well.
But
we're
they
fine.
Are missing a spectacular sunrise.
They're missing a spectacular sunrise. I have a suspicion they are enjoying a spectacular sunrise where they are.
We're right now at the high of the day.
That's true. This is as warm as it gets. Yeah, we're at around 60 now.
So you saw the news that
Liz. Oh, this. Did I see the news? Did any of my UK viewers let me in on what was going on? Yeah. Oh, I'm getting live play-by-play from my viewers.
Very nice. She did it just before the national news comes on.
Goodness gracious!
Breaking news! Breaking news.
Oh, Nazareth! Here comes another panic buy. Algo DQ, Jen was working the heavy bag. Miraculous. Could you describe the ruckus? Could you describe the ruckus, sir? Could you describe the ruckus? Dude, good morning, Jen. Hawkeye, you cracked me up, Uncle B. Could you describe the ruckus, sir? There was ruckus.
Other than that, Mrs. Lincoln, how's the market?
Oh my goodness. Well, it's being heavily manipulated, as we all know. We're up 158 on the Dow right now. The S&P's up 8, hardly an endorsement. NASDAQ is up 43.
I think that's what we used to call flat.
Yeah, Tesla's actually off here. We're back down again. We're 204.56, down 17. 204, and it's heading below 200 today. I think we're going to test 200. Netflix is down to 271.34. It's beginning to back off. Nick's going to make a fortune today. Amazon is up 114. Apple's up $1. GameStop down 33 again. We just had GameStop run up to 24.50. Now it's at 24.21. It's now down 33 cents and falling again.
So
and so we have a club here that is we have folks saying hi to each other on this channel.
Yeah.
They're part of the December 16 club. They've written calls that expire December 16th, and they took in huge gobs of money between 4 something and 5 something a contract. And these contracts are trading now at a bid at 410, and that's not even going to hold. They're going to be into the threes here probably later today and tomorrow. So these December 16ers are already going, I'm up like $1.50 on my calls. I wrote them last week. I'm already up $1.50, and we're going lower. We're going lower. Yeah, but we're talking about out of the money contracts.
Well, yes,
we're not talking about trying to.
They're far.
We're not pulling a fast one here. These calls have got depreciation in their future because the time element is going to eat them alive. Fantastic. Bobby is saying in the tea office, time to set up a right. Okay, Boo. Hopefully, Auntie Jen's knee is feeling better, and so she's going knee. Hopefully, your knee is feeling better. Soon the hip will feel better. We hope as well.
Yes.
Got lots to work on.
That shot, that was good.
Yeah, that shot really helped. Yeah.
I mean, it means you can't do anything else for a while, but
yeah. Well, the 90-day window is expiring at the end of November, so.
Yes, that's right.
Giddy up, kids. Yeah, rock and roll. Yeah, so it's been a busy one this morning. Got a lot to talk about, a lot of bond stuff going on, and corporate bond activity is really in trouble. This is going to be bad for equities. It's a delayed reaction, though. A lot of equity players do not know about the bond problems that I keep bringing up here to alert my folks.
The knee joint's connected to the leg bone.
That's right. It's all connected, and money is being withdrawn from equities to cover bond issues. Yikes. Who is this? Okay, dude is saying, good morning, Jen. Hawkeye, you cracked me up, Gumbo Bruce. Kent, I'm in that club too. I got 505 for my December 16th. Way to go, Kent. Way to go. I forgot to send Kent an email. I was going to send her an email last night for that contact again. Kent,
you just want to write.
Kent, you sent me a contact name and number a while ago. You know who that is. Yes.
Or you could just look through your massive.
I just
email.
Could you resend that to me? I'm getting grief here. Just help me, please help me. Anyway, Brian, Kent, winner, chicken dinner. Thank you, Kent.
Winner 505.
That contact info for that individual that Jen, so we can, you know what I mean. That thing about the other thing, not that thing, the other thing.
The other thing.
Thank you, Kent. I feel like I'm in the underground.
So what kind of thing you want on your bagel?
What kind of a thing do I want on my bagel today?
Just straight out of the fridge bagel?
What do I want on my bagel today? What you want? What should it be today? Just
start cold cuts. Egg and cheese.
Yeah. I know what it could be.
Okay.
We have that block of cheese in the fridge, that marble cheddar.
Yeah.
How about slicing that up and toasting up the bagel, putting that on the bagel, then melting it in the nuke in the microwave to get it to melt on there, and I'll have that wonderful.
Wow.
Netflix under 270, 269.28. DQ is saying ham and cheddar. No. Kent, I'll resend it now.
Cheddar.
Kent is resending me this email now.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Jen can look that up and see.
See what we got.
Yeah. See what we
Okay,
can do.
cheddar. I'm on it.
Oh, love it. Thank you so much. 269 even on Netflix, down 338. 204 on Tesla. 204.13. Down they go. Dude, just looking at my money market fund, it's at 2.84% at the 7-day. The dividend pays up monthly. I guess holding cash is paying off there. Uncle Bruce, do you know about this? 2.8%. Whoop-dee-doo-da-dee-day. Oh, my God. I got option writers here pulling in 3, 4, 5% in a couple of weeks on option premiums. The numbers are phenomenal here. Writing call options on stock or deep in the money calls. It's fantastic. Matter of fact, if you own 100 shares of Apple, you can bring in a $4 or $5 premium on a call. But if you own a $4,000 in the money call and bring in $400 or $500, hey, the yields are phenomenal on your money. That's just Apple. How about GameStop? How about Tesla? Oh my gosh, the premiums are great. They're great on Boeing. They're great on all kinds of stock. The returns to my viewers on their capital is huge from just writing out of the money call options that have a couple of weeks to live between now and December. These December 16 calls, I mean, you're bringing in $4.50 to $5 on GameStop calls, and if you own the stock, it's a $24 stock. You're bringing in $5. That's a nice return. But if you're bringing in you're holding a $15 deep in the money call and bringing in $5. Hello, nice premiums. You gotta love this. This is sweet stuff, dude. Meaning, as if you told us hold more cash and we're not losing money on that position because all our holding in brokerages going to the money market funds. Hello. Yeah, even having cash, getting paid to hold cash is okay too. Right on, right. Shrinkage, go baby, says Bobby. Bobby knows. Indeed. Beautiful stuff. 270 on Netflix, 270.62. Trying a little recovery there. Not going to happen. 204.91 on Tesla. We're not going anywhere. Bobby, 27.50 at 320. Hello. Nice return on your investment. I would say that's okay percentage money. Yes, sure beats these money market returns. Isn't that amazing? GameStop, 24.46. Right now, down 9 cents. SoFi 514 up 15 cents today. SoFi hanging right in there. Earnings coming up, not too distant future. We're up 200 points on the Dow. Why? I don't know. We're up 13 on S&P. We're up 64 on NASDAQ. I just don't think this is going to last. I think it's a dead cat bounce today. And the first hour shenanigans are happening, and then it's all over. Why would you go long now? Tomorrow's Friday. Have you heard? Tomorrow's Friday. Who wants to own stock into the weekend? Do you want to own stock into this weekend? No, thank you. I don't think so. Let's see how this plays out. All right. I'm a December 16 member as well, says Bobby. Right on. Just need a little IBM downswing. Let's go, baby. Following a lot of activity here, never a dull moment. IBM 127.20 up 469 today. That's what it's doing right now. GameStop 24.39. The swings are up and down. The low of 24.13, the high of 24.75 so far on GameStop. We're not going anywhere. U.S. leading economic index drops 0.4% in September. In one way, that's good news because of the Fed, but in another way, it's bad news because of potential job losses. Breaking news, U.S. existing home sales fell 1.5% in September, lowest since May. May what? Let me take a look at this here. If I can get this to pop up over here, I got to go over there, and then I got to get over there. May 2020. Lowest since May 2020. That is 22 years ago. That is not good. Can't be good at all. There it is. Tesla drops after earnings. Musk can't calm the unease. That's a headline that came through. Allstate stock price target cut to 145 from 165 by MKM Partners. Interesting stuff. Yes, more issues to deal with. Tesla 206.35, not going to be great. We'll watch for that. U.S. existing home sales fall again as housing downturn gathers steam. Another headline just came out. That could be good for the markets temporarily because, again, a slowing economy is what the Fed wants. But the problem is the wealth destruction going on in America right now from real estate is massive. That could make a slowdown much worse than just a little slowdown. Could make it very, very big slowdown. That's the problem. $269.96 on Netflix. 206 to 207 now on Tesla is what I see going on over there. Thank you all for being here. Thank you. Fabulous. Thank you for this info coming in from Kent. Thank you. All right. Let's move on here. Continuing on. So much to watch, so much to follow, so much happening here. Oh my gosh, it is insanity. We're up 254 on the Dow right now at the moment. Stocks want to go up, you guys get richer. Stocks want to down, you get richer. Stocks want to stay flat, you get richer. So I guess either way you cut it, you're just going to get richer. David is saying, my sweep account interest that holds my cash in my brokerage is paying 30 times a normal savings account right now. Nazareth, like we keep saying, Bruce, this is some crazy manipulation. No need for this uptrend today. Watching gap ups and 50-cent swings on big cap stocks. Deep value. IBM looks like it doesn't care what the market does. Boo, Nazareth, right? SPY over 370. Why the face? DQ, yeah, it's pronounced why IBM. Nick, I've been moved. IBM. I don't know. I know IBM. I've been moved. There you go. The Dow up 285.93% higher. S&P up 25.68. And NASDAQ 100 points higher, 0.94. We'll see how this plays out. Can it hold? Mortgage rates hit 6.94% as the real estate numbers come in worse and worse and worse. It'll catch up to equities. It's only a matter of time. Happened in 07, 08, 09. It happened. It's only a matter of time. Yep. Moving on. Amazon up 202. Netflix 269 down 336. Tesla 206.91 down 15. Apple up 155 to 145.41. GameStop up 9 cents to 24.64, 24.61, trying a little rally. We got SoFi at 5.16, up 17 cents. HPQ up 66 cents. We've got Rocket Lab up 13. We've got Moderna down 9. ME up 8. Matterport up 9.5. ATIP up 4. SmartRent up 6. Spire up 5 to 115 a share. 105 for ATIP. Cyxtera up 13 cents to 290. At the moment, that's what we got. Bed Bath Beyond up 11. Pfizer up 18 cents. Boeing up 207 to 140.46. Cisco up 55 cents to 42.43. Home Depot up $1.21. Sorry, just adjusting my phone here. What else is happening here? Let's go over here. A little further. Carvana up 65 cents. Robinhood up 9. Bantic up 5.27 to 184. IBM 127.48 up 4.96 today. And Microsoft up 333, Goldman up 286, Google up 195, Meta up 224. We got Twitter up 52 cents to 52.35. The takeover price is 52.40, I believe. BlackBerry up 17, Royal Caribbean up 147. Target up 339, JP Morgan up 180, Costco down 71 cents, Walmart up $1.01, Nvidia up $6, Disney up 36 cents. Have you heard how much it costs to go to Disney? Have you guys heard this? The numbers, Disneyland itself, family of 4, you're spending almost $1,000 a day. 1,000 a day. Family for how? No, really? What? You gotta be kidding me. Deep value, Nick. Have you checked out MELI? Seems expensive to long or short. I'm sure you would. I'm sure if you could. I'm sure if you would. James, I wrote a call on Google, a 105 strike at $5 for December the 16th. I'm a part of the club, the December 16th club, and Google is at 102.50, and this is a 105, 250 out of the money for a $5 premium, all-time premium. A beautiful thing. If you got exercised, you'd be paid 110. Not a bad move. We're up 314 on the Dow at the moment, near its high of the day. Amazon up 233. Netflix is 269.54 down 284. Tesla 209.48 down 12.56. GameStop holding a 17-cent gain right now, 24.71. Michael is saying, not only have I heard, but I was there in April. A DQ Tesla is rallying. Michael, 1,000 a day easy in Disney. $1,000 a day to go to a theme park. People have lost all priorities. People have lost all priorities if that's what you're doing. Kent, FYI, didn't quite explain how I knew you to my friend. How can I possibly explain this to my? I'm not sure what to make of that. Nazareth DQ, another market-wide panic buy algo. It's been relentless. It runs out sooner or later. It just runs out. And then down we go, kids. This is the opportunity to write higher priced calls. And if you have a chance to do rollovers, you take them. It's as simple as that. We're up 323 on the Dow, 29.5 on S&P, 116 on NASDAQ. We're only up 1%. Hardly a massive move. Mostly all tourists in Orlando, Florida. With the American dollar at record highs, too. It's incredible how foreigners are coming in, spending, buying American dollars at record prices to spend in Orlando. It's nuts. It's just nuts. DQ, I met Bruce when he was homeless. He gave me financial advice, says DQ. Brian, SoFi likes green today. Yeah, Kent, I didn't quite explain how I knew you. That's right, to my friend. How could I explain? That's right. To my friend down there, I'm going to tell him, yeah, I know this guy. Let me tell you how I know this guy. Yeah, I see what you're saying now. I get it, Kent. I'm very slow today, but I get it now. Thank you. Wow, SoFi likes green today, says Brian. Oh my gosh, what else is going on here? DQ sounds good to me, Kent. Brian, GameStop is popping as well. Nazareth SPY went from 367 to 372 in 30 minutes. Yes, it's been relentless. Crazy. All right, we're up 337 on the Dow, 31 in S&P, and we're up 118 on NASDAQ, about 1%. 24.63 on GameStop, up 9 cents, and I see it also at 24.70. Netflix 271.29, Tesla 209.34. All right, this unlikely to last, in my humble opinion. But hey, people want to go long. You want to go long, go long. The corporate bond market is screaming at me. You don't want to be doing that. Kent, smiling. Got it. I got it. Oh, Jen, thank you so much. Look, everybody. Melted cheddar, marble cheddar cheese.
Slippery. No juggling.
Note to self.
No juggling.
No juggling the cheese, please. Don't be juggling the cheese. Thank you, Auntie Jen. Oh, this looks so delicioso. And you check out this toasted sesame seeds right there. Oh, my. Oh, yeah. So good. So good. Larry Titus is saying it all. Bagel. There ain't no freaking recession. I'm going to Disneyland, says JR. That bagel is worth taking a few hits. So good. Maybe all the people in Disneyland are option writers. Have you thought of that? Maybe that's what they are. Did the bagel break the stream? Or is it just me? Stream broke. Bagel broke. It was frozen. No, me too. Jen got him. The cheese overloaded the stream. He dripped grease on the keyboard. Uncle Bruce, what's with the Netflix Disney hate? Did you watch a bad movie or something? I'm just saying, it's so expensive to go to Disney. It's unbelievable. Swear the bagel had to create a loop in time. I hope we're back on. I hope we're okay. Everything seems okay over here. Everything over here seems all right. I hope it's okay. And we're back. There we go. And we're back. Woohoo! Pulse guitar. God, that BA premium looks so juicy. Next year after March bonus, I'll have enough to get those 100. In the meantime, I'll just sit here antsy like a kid holding his pee. Tesla, 210. Yeah, 272 Netflix, Tesla 210. Holy macaroni. Matthew, too many viewers broke the stream. Deep value. Matrix glitched. Michael, don't cross the streams. DQ. The homeowners didn't like Jen breaking the dishes, so they're turning off the internet access. Don't throw our dishes like frisbees. Don't do it. Oh, man. Oh, God. Oh, too much fun. Alex, I'm in the 16th of December club. 4 times HPQ. $25 strike, just over $1,000. Nice. Nice. Now the video out here out of sync. Uncle Bruce likes a ventriloquist talking while he's chewing on a bagel. It's not me. It's you. It can't be me. It can't be me. Oh my gosh. It's the Chinese. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty. Oh, boy. Mm. Ten-year treasuries rising to 4.2%. That's bad for mortgages. Boo. I was in Orlando about 3 months ago. I dropped $5,000 on the trip. Option premiums paid for it, though. There you go. Option writers. They're the only ones that can afford to go to Disneyland, Disney World, Universal Studios, Knott's Berry Farm. They're the only ones. See? And YouTube creators who help people write options and talk to them about option writing and talk about the stock market plain English, they're the only ones going to Europe for 10 weeks. See? That's how that works too. So you might as well join the club. Become part of this channel, take the classes, learn how to write options, book a couple of one-on-ones with yours truly, and you too can go to Disneyland and Disney World with your children. Be a good quality parent. Don't be a hero. Don't be a zero. Be a hero. Or learn how to write options. There you go. No pressure. No guilt. Oh, no. Look, if you hate your kids, don't write options. You don't want your children to get ahead. You want them to wear ripped and frayed clothing to school, then don't write options. Okay. Be that way. We're up 388 on the Dow. No question about it. It's higher. I don't know for how long. That's a little ridiculous, but It is. It's up 394 now. Mm. $24.67 GameStop, up 13 cents. Netflix, $274. Tesla, $210. Mm. $24.55 on GameStop, up a penny. These buy programs are short and sweet, and they don't last very long. They seem to have very little effect on the big picture, but you know, at the moment we're up 381. GQ, new t-shirt idea, leave your kids at Disneyland, option riding with Uncle Bruce. There you go. Deuce Caboose, I asked my wife if she would get the oil change in my car today. She laughed and said, not a chance. Back when we were dating, she would have said, yes, kids change everything. See? Deuce, a public service announcement for anyone thinking of getting married. GQ. Deuce Caboose, when you were dating, she still thought you made a good father. Mike, yeah, I'd cut deep. You and Mike cut deep. Oh, man. Ooh, that hurt. Ooh, that hurt. Oh, boy. We're down 4 cents on GameStop. $24.50. Oh, this is good. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, boy. Wonderful. Mm. Wow. That was delicious. Mm. Why would Mrs. Trish quit being PM? She was such a nice person. Mm. Auntie Jen in the kitchen with the dishes. Opa. SoFi with a 20% short interest was 12% a week ago. ME drug announcement today? Question mark. Dude, can you explain what's happening in the channel? Pretend someone just walked in on this stream. Deuce, just a bankruptcy announcement. What's happening on this channel? People are watching people make money. It doesn't look like it, does it? No, it doesn't actually look like it, but it's fascinating how this channel is followed by a core of viewers who have decided to write options against their stock positions and or have made arrangements in their positions they've made adjustments to their position, to their portfolios to write call options against stocks, ETFs, and write call options against call options that are deep in the money. Poor man covered call writing, the strategies of which are all available in my classes if you care to watch. If you want to learn how to become an option writer, bring money in from this stock market, this bear market. You want to bring cash into your hands? You got bills? You have increasing costs of living in your household? You can make some serious money here. I have people here who have said to me time and time and time again that their entire objective is to make $500 a month, $1,000 a month, a couple of $1,000s a month. If they can bring in a couple of $1,000 a month from their portfolio by writing call options that are going to expire in the next few weeks, just let them depreciate out as the time runs out on them. They would be happy if they could bring in $1,000 a month, $2,000 a month. But time and time and time and time again, that's not what's happening. What's happening is viewers of this channel are bringing in $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, $3,000 in a week, because they're finding that writing these call options to these gamblers out there on the casino floor is a lot easier than they thought. The number of desperate investors out there who are trying to get their money back from crazy mother of all short squeeze bets that they've made, they're into the options market right now, buying up call options for the mother of all home run lottery tickets. And I have got viewers here who have turned themselves into casinos offering call options again and again and again. A stock goes down, they buy their call options back sooner than they thought they would at a nice profit. Stock stays relatively flat, the clock runs out on these contracts and just shrinks their value to a tiny percentage of their original value. People cash in on that. Even when stocks go up, the beauty of it is that folks are writing out of the money call options. They're writing call options ahead of where the stock's trading at, higher than where the stock's trading at. They're taking the premium, which is time. And as the time wears out, it's like a sand, one of those one of those clocks, sand clocks. Is that what we call them? Sand clocks? Every day the sand just comes through to the other side and it runs out. There are people who are right here, right now. There are these people that you see here, these actual people, a lot of these folks. They have written contracts a couple of dollars ahead of the market. And the shares slowly move up towards their contract price. But by the time the option expires, the stock doesn't make it. The stock can't get past the exercise price that these people have written calls for. They're buying these calls back with 2, 3, 4 days left to go for 10, 15, 20, 30 cents on the dollar, immediately turning right around and writing a brand new contract all over again. Another one for about 2 weeks out, 3 weeks out, 4 weeks out, bringing in these premiums for, again, just ahead of the market, all this time premium. They're bringing it in and they're keeping the change. Basically, you sell your call first to write it and you buy it back at a lower price. It's plain English. There's no magic to this. You just have to understand depreciation of contracts, the time factor, exercise pricing, stink bids and stink offers. You have to know the 90-10 rule on per-man covered calls. You have a lot to understand because it is an entirely different market. There's the stock market, then there's the options market. There's the futures market, the bond market, the currency market, all these other markets. The bond market is another market, but it is related and connected to the equity market, where you have your stocks, your ETFs, and you can bring money in as a landlord because you are holding your stock, you're holding your ETFs. You can, in effect, charge rent to these guys, to this stuff, one market to another. And I have put up 13 separate classes in the last year and a half now that you can go to my website and watch anytime you want. You can head on over there. It's stockmarketswithbruce.ca. I'm in Canada. Hello from Canada. I'm homeless. I'm not even in my own house. I'm in a friend's house right now. My Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife and I are here. I have made these classes, 13 of them that you can watch now whenever you want, all about how options work and how they depreciate, how they appreciate, how they're created, how you create one, how you buy it back, what to do if your stock goes up too much, what to do when the stock goes down, what to do on rollovers. There's all the terms, all the stuff explained in very simple, easy to understand language. And the good news is you can watch class number 1 or class number 7 or class number 11 in any order you want, whenever you want, as many times as you want. The most successful students that I have are right here. Here they are. These are the ones. They're watching the classes. They were in the classes when they were broadcast live. We've edited them now to make them 1.5 to 2 hours, 20 minutes long, each one. They're ready for you to enjoy and for you to discover. And you can learn how to write options. That's all there is to it. There are people here, right here, who have quit their day jobs. They started following me. They had a full-time job. They had a part-time job as well. Husbands and wives both had full and part-time jobs, just trying to get ahead in the world. We've had people here who have first quit. The part-time job was gone within a few months. Then the full-time job for one of the two of them went away. Then the other one quit. And now I have couples who are working from home doing nothing but this. I have viewers here who quit their jobs where they had to commute to the office, turn around, and are option writing right here. And they're working on the side from home at their leisure for more money than they used to make at their day jobs because they have nothing to lose. They go out there and they offer themselves as a consultant in the same capacity that they used to work at full time. And there are people who are literally getting as much, if not double or triple the amount of money they used to make as a full-time employee, where they couldn't get a raise no matter how hard they worked. They were expected to work Saturdays. They were expected to work overtime, and they were told to shut the hell up and just be grateful you got a job. These folks have changed everything. They now make money writing options, and they now work for themselves as consultants for corporations that they want to work for around the world from the comfort of their home for way more money than they were getting as full-time employees. They don't get abused by supervisors. They don't see the graft and the inside politics anymore from these offices. They don't have to worry about family members of the owners getting bumped up ahead of them and now being their bosses, and they know nothing about the business. All that has been eliminated from their existence. Their lives, the pressure on them has dropped dramatically. The stress has gone way down, and they're now utilizing their portfolios to make them wealthier. And I'm just beyond thrilled that this is happening. COVID has a lot to do with what's happened in the last 2 years around here, no question about it, but people have taken advantage of the COVID situation to make it work for them. And here we are in 2022, October 2022. This channel is a niche channel. I'm not for everybody, I'll tell you that. And this channel has attracted option writers and individuals who really want to take control of their world rather than be subjected to the abuse and harassment and the pain in the rear end of having to go and come back from work every day over long commutes, frustrating commutes, dangerous commutes, expensive commutes, you name it. Folks on this channel have said goodbye to a daycare for their children. They now look after their own kids at home. They don't have daycare anymore. They've gotten rid of that expense and that stress and all the illnesses the kids brought home and I know who knows what, all the psychological who knows what. People have taken control of their world being part of this little channel. That's what we're doing. That's what's going on. The more time you spend here, the more you'll learn about what's going on. It has really been an interesting transformation for folks here. You can take classes whenever you want. You can also book a one-on-one session with me if you want to talk to me about your particular account, your particular holdings. Some of you need to talk to me or someone like me because you are now being asked to look after your parents' affairs. You're helping relatives who've had issues. Someone you know in the family is very ill or has had an issue, and you've been called on to step up, and you're overwhelmed by it. You think you're doing it right. You kind of want to get a second opinion. People are reaching out to me saying, Bruce, I want to have a one-on-one with you. I know you do those on Sundays. You do them at 10 in the morning Eastern time, noon Eastern, 2 in the afternoon Eastern. Anybody wants to have a one-on-one with me, you need to just send me an email. Tell me that you'd like to have one. My email address right here, brucefarmer@hotmail.com. I'll be on the camera on this side of the screen. You'll be on the camera over here. And we will compare notes as to where you're at and what you need to know. And if you just want to talk to me about the art of writing options so you can maximize your profits, because you're getting it, you're figuring out the option side, but you're just not maximizing the returns, doing a one-on-one might be the trick to put you over the top. All this info, my website, my email address, it's all down below in the links. Just head down there and find the links down below. Reach out to me and we'll guide you. If you do want to buy a class and you go ahead and buy a class for $100 and the link isn't working properly, just send me an email. I'll get you the link. We'll take care of you and we'll get you through it. If you have any questions about the class after you take the class, let me know and we'll get you through that as well. Thank you all very much for being here today, joining us for this session. It's been a fun day. We're up 294 on the Dow. We seem to have kind of stopped. Amazon is up 266. Netflix is 272, up down 12 cents now. Netflix did get up to 276 this morning, but it couldn't do it just a few minutes ago. Couldn't reach that level, and we backed off again, back to 272. We'll have to watch that. On Tesla, we're at 209.80. The high about a half hour ago, 211.25. Now 209.80. The low today, 202. I think we're going to test 200 sometime today. I don't think we're going to get away without testing 200 for the low here. I will probably break it. Apple up 144 to 145.30. GameStop 24.54, unchanged. It is completely unchanged. There's no recovery here. We lost $2 yesterday, and we're not going higher. Here it is. Interesting to watch. So 5.15 up 16 cents. Okay, well, it's up 15, 16. That's great. Earnings are coming out right after the 1st of November, 2nd November, I think it is. SoFi up 17 cents, like I said. HPQ up 66 to 26.14. Rocket Lab up 15 cents now to 4.34. AMC and Ape are ahead by about 50 cents today. So that puts them at about $8.66. That was a $27 issue 2 months ago. It's come a long way down here, a long way. Moderna is down 38 cents to 123.14. We got ME up a dime to 3.04. Matterport up 12 to 3.58. ATIP is at 104, up 3 cents. SmartRent up 9.5 to 237.5. Spire up 7 cents to 117. Cyxtera up 11.5 cents to 288.5. BlackBerry up 8. Pfizer up 24 to 43.36. Boeing is up 226 to 140.65. Cisco up 49 cents to 42.38. We were at $38 something last week. This has been a nice $4 pop for Cisco deep in the money call option holders. Oh, you guys are looking brilliant now. Way to keep writing. Home Depot down 12 cents, 275. Carvana up 48 cents. So Robinhood up 16. Vanik up 572. IBM up $5. 127.56 on IBM. Microsoft 362 to the good. 240.10. Goldman up 215 to 313.91. Google up 219 to 102.48. Meta up 260 to 135.83. Twitter's up 48 cents. BlackBerry's up 19.5. Royal Caribbean up 147. Target up $2. JP Morgan up 120. Costco down 250. Walmart up 91. Nvidia up 640. Disney up 140 a share. We're down 43 cents on American Airlines after what looked to be a good day today. Didn't happen. We're lower on American Airlines. 275 gain on the Dow now, slumping a little from that high run we had. S&P is up 23. The Nasdaq is up 105. The Nasdaq is up 0.98. Dow up 0.87, and the S&P up 0.63. Oil up 292 to 88.05 at this point. That's all I see. What we have going on. All right. That's it. That's what we got. Welcome one, welcome all of you to the channel, the show, and the good times. It's nice to have you here. What else is going on here? Let's see. That answers this question, I think, dude. That's what we're doing. Let's see. Oh, man. Brian is saying, Deuce Caboose, did you see the data for yesterday from GameStop? 84% of the volume from yesterday were short. 83% of the volume was off exchange. That's what I got there. Splair, I'm already with $200 a month already. I'm making $200 a month already, and I'm a tiny little investor. Deuce, right, I did buy 100 shares to be the part of the community. You never know what will happen. Christina, did this cruise cost me 20 grand? Yeah. Deuce, I would write an option against it, but SoFi can't get their head out of their, and get their options going. Brian, Deuce, if you aren't writing covered calls on this, please help out the community and DRS those bad boys. I've looked into that briefly. What else are we going on? Hourglass, that's what it is. It's not a sand glass, it's an hourglass. There you go. Thank you, everybody. Sand clock, Bruce? Nick, hey, Uncle Bruce, I wrote an HPQ 24 for February the 18th for 330 a week ago. Should I roll into May 25s or 26s for more to have a higher strike? There are currently no March or April options. You wrote 24 in HPQ, and right now we're sitting at 26.16. So theoretically, if you move in, it's a possibility. Can you get more money? Can you get more cash in your account if you have to buy back those 24s? Otherwise, there's no need to worry about it at the moment. Just sit tight. Brian, I'm not sure what their price is to DRS your shares. I do through IBK, and that was only $5. But Questrade, it's 300, which is madness. Crazy. Let's see here. What else is going on? Just in, Boris Johnson is expected to run in the Conservative leadership election to succeed Liz Truss as Prime Minister. Per the Times, what a clown show, says Nazareth. Bertie, just got on, missed the opportunity to buy back my Teslas. Time to cross arms and submit a steak buyback. Good morning, Bagel Familia. Good morning, Alberto. Good to have you here this morning. We're watching the Dow now, only up 278 instead of about 330. We got Netflix at 273, up $1.11. We got Tesla at 210.92. It hit 202 this morning, and I'm thinking it will go back there. Brian, I have 340 DRS and 125 in my broker to write on, says Brian. James, my $130,000 a year job disappeared due to interest rates. I bought class number 2 about 6 months ago and watched until I got it. Started Monday last week and brought in over $8 grand after rollovers, etc., in under 2 weeks. Some tells me James is not going back to work. Way to go, James. Deuce, for the 6 months ended 2022, ATIP was profitable. if you add back a goodwill impairment charge non-cash. Brian James, well done, buddy. That is awesome. Alberto James, nice work. Deep value. I wish I knew how to short like Nick. Alberto, what was your percentage gain on Tesla? Deep value, whoever called 202. Wow. Mirko Nazareth. If Boris gets into office again and fails, guess who will stand in line to follow him? Yes, you are right. A girl named Liz. Why is there no Braveheart in England anymore? Alberto, he was 38%. It was 38%, but down to 19% now. I'm just going to wait for another dip. Deep value, you didn't lock in at 38. Deuce, at their current cash burn as of 6:30, ATIP has 1.2 years of cash left. Deuce, can they get it together in 1.2 years? Christina, I'll never quite work. I'll never quite work, says Christina. It's my only reprieve from the kids. My poor wife stays home and is able to do all the things because I have a full-time job in my uncle UB hustle. Alberto, I was in a meeting. I forgot to set the buyback today. Brian, Alberto, what was your expiry date this week? DQ, Alberto, meeting, aka working late on the strip club again. Oh no. Mirko, are they really playing ping pong with the prime minister's seat in England? Mirko, please tell me that was a joke. Alberto, November 4th expiry. These 210s, I'm now up 16%. I usually set up buyback immediately, but still recuperating from my trip. Alberto's laughing with DQ. Alberto, this is where Uncle's teaching is tested. Patience. Brian, I set a buyback for 50% on my GameStop covered calls for December 16th. I usually set it at the start of the week and see how it goes. We'll set it for higher as time moves on. Deuce Caboose, correction, ATIP has to keep 30 million of liquidity on hand per debt covenant, meaning they have less than 1 year's cash on hand. They better get their party going. Alberto, Brian, that's usually where I set my buybacks as well. Get that move up. Alberto, I did write on GameStop, which I've completely forgot about for over 2 weeks. Arg, GameStop 25 is expiring 11/11 for 235. Alberto, BA needs to back off as well, sitting on 130s and 127s expiring 10/28. We'll consider roll prior to expiry. Splair, Christian, was it a VIP room for the cruise? DQ, anyone else finding it interesting that the watchmaker used the phrase sand clock? Bobby, it's quarter review time with the CEO. Time for a nothing burger report with a side of rainbow and happiness. Bobby Atkinson, see you at 3, Uncle Bruce and everybody. Kareem, Uncle Bruce, does earnings matter when writing? Yes and no, depending on just how important and what a quarter we have from the quarter before, and were there extraordinary events, and Karim, you just got to go with the flow here. Splair, honestly, during the next 2 years, I need a tablet or a new pair of glasses, or both. Splair, or both could work out as well. Christina, scholars, it was 2 junior suites, so many kids, we had to have 2 rooms. Christina to Splair, letting Splair know. Okay, yeah, mostly it's here, 2,000 to 3,000 euros for a person in 1 week for 10 days. Deuce, Caboose, Russell, or golf this weekend. What do I do? Russell Wilson or golf? What do I do? I don't know. All righty, we're down. We're up 292 or 297 on the Dow. We're down from the high of the day a little. We're up 28 on S&P, and Nasdaq's up 129. And we've got 2470 now on GameStop. We're up 16 cents. Tesla's at 212.41, down 963. We have Netflix 273.77, up $1.39. Amazon holding a 247 gain. Apple up $1.50. SoFi up 18 to 517. Let's see what else is going on here with anything else. HPQ 2617 up 64. We've got Moderna down 54 cents. Pfizer's up 8, Boeing up 287, Cisco up 41 cents. Home Depot down 55 cents. Carvana up 52. Robinhood up 18. For Alberto, what you could consider regarding those contracts on your Boeings, you're sitting on 130s and 127s, you're saying right now? We're at 141 right now. 1028 expiry. So you could take a look at December 16th and just see if you can get as much money for your 130s and 127s, but move up your strike price. See if you can bring in, can you write 135s and bring in as much money or what? I don't know your situation. You have to look this over on your option chains. The higher, the better, but keep an eye on that. See what's going on. Welcome one and all, and thank you all for joining me. I'm going to say my goodbyes right now. Folks are talking NFL football, which is great. We'll keep an eye on this market as we close it up. I'll be on for the final hour today, backing up a little more now. 287 gain on the Dow. A little more of a pullback coming on at the moment. Join me at 3 o'clock Eastern time today as we close out the day. And thank you all for your participation. New members, thank you. Recurring rollover memberships, thank you. Anyone interested in one-on-one, you know what to do. Get a hold of me and we'll set you up. Otherwise, I'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock. And let's make some dough to be towards now in the close and into tomorrow. Okay, everybody? See you in a few hours. Thank you very much, and we'll talk to you later. Bye for now.